It's Sunny Beach Life, the channel dedicated to Sunny Beach. So it's December. We're going to look at some renovations that are happening on Flower Street. And the big news is that Burgas Airport is closing next November. But it won't affect your summer holidays, don't worry. There's loads of new cafes open. New shops are open. Have a look at those. Winter's getting better every year.
All right. Oh.
And Dobber Den.
Dobber Den on everybody on this fine Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, Saturday the 14th of December. Could have gone filming yesterday, but it would have been Friday the 13th.
Oh, unlucky for some.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have plugged the microphone in or turned the camera on. Something would have gone wrong.
And it was a bit chillier yesterday. Today it's quite nice actually, so we haven't got coats on.
Yeah, we've got the sun out. We've come down Flower Street to start because this year again they've dug another load up.
Yeah, they're doing the pavements again. They're putting new pipe work in and doing the some more pavements.
Yeah.
Much needed.
Carrying on from where they were last year. So they're replacing the paving area in front of the Cuban Hotel. It's carrying on from what they did last year, really, where they did the top end of Flower Street. I'll get the drone up, and as you can see, the top end here, we had all new paving last year. It was nicely done up, and now they're extending that, going forward to the front here of the Cuban. There's a lot of seagulls around. Had a couple of close shaves here actually. Didn't keep the drone up very long. Well, it's 14th of December, it's 9 degrees, and unfortunately the clock is an hour wrong. There hasn't moved with the times. We're now on winter time, not summer. Anyway, it didn't stop Susan and her friends going in the sea this week for a swim. I think they're a bit crazy actually, but there you go. They enjoyed it. We've got quite a few friends visiting in December and January this year, and we know owners are taking a winter break in their apartments. It's very easy because you can fly regularly from, say, the UK to Burgas Airport, which is half an hour away. This week there's been big press announcements, and Burgas Airport is going to close for 6 months. Once the summer season is over, come November, it's going to close till April. That's because they're spending 50 million euros on new runways, on a new runway. That's a major project, a lot of money, but it's because there's so many tourists coming, there's so many more airplanes now, they need to improve it quite a bit. The last video we did, we were showing all the new pavements going up to Five Corners, back to the centre there, to the crossing, and the supermarket, Janet's. We've just driven in and they've started going further, so they're going from the centre now, going north up to the Diamond Hotel. There you go. More nice smooth pavements next year, so I won't be able to moan about wonky pavements quite as much as I normally do. One of the bugbears of Sunny Beach. We're always mentioning new shops in Sunny Beach. This is directly opposite the Diamond Hotel. It's a new shop. Two things I'm allowed to have and not too much of is chocolate and alcohol. I do like those in moderate amounts. However, this also sells cigars, which obviously I don't have. I don't smoke. But if you are a smoker, when you come on holiday to Bulgaria, you'll see that cigarettes and cigars are openly on offer and displayed in the shops. And if you go to the mall in Burgas, there's actually proper cigar shops, absolutely full of cigars. And you can look at them. It's amazing. I've never seen them for years. So anyway, somewhere else to visit when you're here next time.
As Andrew just mentioned, lots of new little businesses are popping up in Sunny Beach. This is a new coffee shop that's popped up, Big Mama's, underneath the Hotel Avenue. It looks really nice. Try this one when you're here in Sunny Beach next year.
Now, sometimes we have to do multiple takes. So it's just taken Susan 3 attempts to do that few seconds of film. That's 3 attempts. Now, if you follow us on Facebook, you'll see Susan did a less than a minute film on a book. We've been sent a book, The Bang On Guide to Sunny Beach. It's available on Amazon because we met the author in the summer. Anyway, she's done this little film on this book. just telling people. She's been reading it, and it's about a minute long. What you don't realise is that the bit we put on Facebook, you go and look at it, is take number 17. I had to leave the room in the end. I just couldn't stand it any longer. Come on, get it finished. Come on, get it right. 17 takes. So while we're filming this today, quite often there'll be 4 or 5 takes on bits because you just get the words wrong and say the wrong thing.
I do get there in the end, though.
In the end, she makes it. All over Sunny Beach are these tourist supermarkets. Aldo. It was a company that started in Varna, up the north of the coast here, and they just come along the coast, opening little stores up for the summer, selling to tourists at rather expensive prices, really. So they got taken over by Carrefour, big company, and they're gradually getting around to rebranding them. This one hasn't been rebranded yet. It's still as Aldo, but it was funny because loads of people used to comment a couple of years ago about it because it looks like Aldi. And he said, Andrew, is that the Bulgarian Aldi? And I said, no, it's a different thing altogether. It's only a small company, expensive to use. They're very handy for the tourists. If you're in an apartment above it, it's very handy. Nip downstairs, get a bottle of wine and some crisps and whatever you need. Loaf of bread, make a sandwich. But you wouldn't want to do a major shop in it. We have other stores that are far, far better for bigger shopping in Sunny Beach now. Last year we had a new Lidl open. This last year, that's fantastic. Lot better prices than going in here. Even though there's lots of little shop units opening in Sunny Beach, and the little new trading estate, the little brand new one we had towards Ravda last year, which has got a Gist furniture shop in it and a chemist, and it's really, really nice. A big electrical store, which is really good to have in the area. That's a couple of miles up out of town, but they keep building new shop units. These were finished this year. Really nicely landscaped, ready to go, and nobody took them. Obviously the rent was probably too high just for a short summer period. It's a real shame when nice things like this are just sitting there unused. But there's a lot of this in Sunny Beach. The other thing about Bulgaria is cash is king. So you will sometimes see a business that isn't trading. Nice building just sitting there. They'll fit a shop unit out. They just won't bother to open it. Why is that? Or why open that? It's got 2 people a day going in it. Well, it could be that technically it's trading loads and loads of cash from another business like gambling or something else. So you do see some really odd businesses around here. We know a few of them that really aren't there to trade. They're not there to make money at all. They're there for another purpose. Which is why there are 1 or 2 bars and restaurants that we don't film in, because basically they don't want to be filmed because of who owns it, what they're doing in there. They don't want to be filmed. So that does make it a little bit difficult because we live here. If we're a YouTuber and we're here for a week, we can film something. If they're really upset about it, I've flown 1,500, 2,000 miles away. I'm never coming back. Unfortunately, we live here and we've got to walk past that place week after week. So we have to be a little bit careful sometimes of what we show or how we show it because we're actually residents here.
And as I was saying earlier about coffee shops popping up, here's another nice one. Biker, Big Biker and Flowers. It's lovely in there. Only last week I was in there with my puddle duck friends. Well worth a visit when you're here. It's open all year round. It's opposite the Perla Hotel, just up from the police station there. So try this one next year when you're in Sunny Beach. The Big Biker.
If you're enjoying the video, Natisni Butona, hit the like button. Thanks a lot, we do appreciate it. Now, some of the projects here on the hotels go more than one season. This is the Sunny Hotel, Sunny Beach. I'll do that again. So behind me is a Sunny Hotel.
Club Hotel, Sunny Beach.
Do that again. Behind me is the Club Hotel, Sunny Beach. There you go. The backside there, they did loads of work on it last year. A lot of work. We thought, oh, it's going to look fantastic. And didn't get finished. So anyway, they've got the diggers in, they're now doing all the outside as well. So hopefully this hotel will be all ready to go this summer 2025. It's not that far away, but hopefully this hotel will be open and running then and get all this work finished. There's a lot of smaller hotels in Sunny Beach, even in the central area like this. We're next to the Perla. This is the Carlovo. What you tend to find with these hotels is they've got a very loyal little fan base that goes regularly each year. Just they don't look anywhere else. This is their hotel they come into. Rather than the big tourist ones on the front, they've found these little hotels. They like the staff. It's a little bit more personal, really. That's probably what makes it a nicer holiday in a way. You get to know the staff and the owners, which is great. A long time ago, when they built this resort in socialist times in Bulgaria for the workers, it was not designed to be a town or for to live in it. It was basically simply a tourist holiday destination with hotels and apartments and a beach. That's it. Unfortunately, it has changed over the years. We've got supermarkets, we've got all the infrastructure, garages, car repair places, all the things you get in a normal little place where people live. We've got phone shops, you name it, it's here. But the actual basic how it's run hasn't changed for a long time. It's actually run by a sort of PLC that's partly government owned and partly private finance, and basically it's a disaster. The business community here are pushing for Sunny Beach to become a municipality, which is a proper little town. Then it would have a mayor, it would have an infrastructure, it would have repairs done all year, it would have its road working teams, its repair teams, its cleaning teams, all year round, and it would improve immensely. So hopefully there's going to be more and more pressure put on the government to get it changed and get Sunny Beach to become a proper little town, which it needs to be now. If you add Sunny Beach and St. Vlas together, they've got more residents than Nesibar has, and yet that's a municipality. So come on, Bulgaria, get your act in gear, get this a municipality. So behind me is another one of the little craft beer shops. There's lots of these now in Sunny Beach, where people are after the real ale as such rather than the lager that is the main drink here. This one in front of the Riva Hotel is quite busy, it's quite popular, especially if you're living in the northern part of the resort. You might not want to walk in the winter all the way down to central areas. So you can have a drink up here. It's open all year. It's no good to me though, I've got to drive home. Just a coffee today. As there's a lot more people here off season than there used to be a few years ago, I showed this pizza outdoor dining area in the summer. It was brand new, looked really nice. It's the Palmer Hotel. Obviously closed the outdoor one because it's winter. Obviously people don't want to sit outside with a pizza. But they've opened up the restaurant. You can go and eat inside. How about that? Just shows there's more people around. You can keep these places open now. You couldn't have done that 5 or 10 years ago. Since the period when the resorts were closed down with the COVID problems, the staff that used to work in the hotels and restaurants have moved on to other countries and other places, other occupations that probably run all through the year doing something else. So what they've done, you'll find there's a lot more grills. There's a lot of these self-service grills. They're a big counter with lots of different meats and things you can pick, put on your plate, but you don't need waiters and waitresses. These were very popular in Romania when we were in there a few years ago. We used to see them everywhere, all over their holiday resort as well. We did go on the coast in Romania. We saw lots of these grills. There weren't many in Sunny Beach. Since we've bought and lived here, it's certainly changed. Seems to be the way forward for a lot of places. So here we have the really nice Zero Bar and Grill. Filmed this high season, really. It's so busy, it's packed with people. What a difference today with just leaves blowing around on the patio here. Because the problem with as I was saying, with these bars like this, you'll need quite a few waiting staff. It's difficult to get them nowadays. Okay, it's running. You go in and I'll follow.
Of course, first of all, we've got to stroke the cat. Oh, hello. Dublin. Do you just do coffee? Coffee? Yeah, yeah. It's very nice. We do YouTube for Sunny Beach. YouTube? Oh.
Oh, so it's been a really brisk walk and the sun's going down really fast and so's the temperature now.
So it's time to make our way home. Put the heating on. Oh.
Yeah, so ciao ciao for now.
Ciao ciao everybody.
See you again later.
Bye.
We live here all year round, so don't forget to subscribe to Sunny Beach Life and you won't miss any of our films throughout the entire year. We may even see you here on your summer holidays in 2025. You never know.